In the world of cinema, we love a happy ending. We want the hero to strike the final blow, save the day, and walk into a brighter future. But some of the most haunting stories ever told are the ones where the victory is a death sentence. These are Pyrrhic victories, wins so costly that they leave the hero standing alone in the wreckage of their own life. From the high-stakes world of 007 to the dark alleys of Gotham, here are 10 heroes who won the war, but lost their world. Number 10. James Bond in No Time to Die.
You have made the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. She's perfect.
For 60 years, James Bond was the man who always found a way out. But in No Time to Die, the bill for his lifestyle finally came due. Bond successfully thwarts Safin and prevents a global biological catastrophe. He saves billions, but the victory is a cruel irony. He is infected with nanobots programmed to kill his lover, Madeline, and their daughter if he so much as touches them. Bond wins the battle for the planet, but his prize is a permanent exile from the only people he ever truly loved. He chooses to stay on the island as the missiles hit, dying to ensure their safety. He saved the world, but he lost the future he finally decided he wanted. Number 9. The Eternal Exile, Edward.
Are you okay?
Yes, are you okay?
Edward is a hero of the heart. By the end of Tim Burton's Gothic fable, Edward has protected Kim and rid the neighborhood of the violent predatory Jim. But look at the aftermath. To save Kim, Edward is forced to retreat back into the shadows of his crumbling mansion. He has tasted the warmth of human connection, felt the stirrings of love, and seen a world of color, only to have it snatched away. He wins Kim's safety, but his reward is an eternity of isolation. He spends his days carving ice, creating snow for a woman he can never hold again. He saved his love, but lost his humanity. Number 8. Rick Deckard from Blade Runner.
Quite an experience to live in fear, isn't it? That's what it is to be a slave.
Rick Deckard's victory is a slow-motion car crash of the soul. He successfully retires the rogue replicants, fulfilling his duty as a Blade Runner. He wins the hunt. However, after witnessing Roy Batty's final act of grace, Deckard is a broken man. He realizes that the monsters he was paid to kill possessed more empathy and life than the humans who created them. He wins the assignment, but he loses his sense of identity. He ends the film as a fugitive, fleeing into the rain with Rachel haunted by the possibility that he is the very thing he spent his life destroying. Number 7. The weight of whatever it takes, the Avengers Endgame. In Avengers Endgame, the victory was literal and universal. They brought back trillions of lives. But the cost was the foundation of the team itself. Tony Stark won the ultimate gamble, but he lost his life, leaving behind a daughter who will grow up without him. Steve Rogers won the peace, but only by realizing he could no longer live in the world he saved. He had to go back in time to find the life he lost, effectively ending the era of Captain America. Thor won the battle, but he stands over the ashes of his family, his kingdom, and his brother. The Avengers saved the universe, but the price was their collective innocence and the life of their greatest leader. Number 6. Rorschach from Watchmen.
He's afraid of me. I've seen its true face. The streets are extended gutters, and the gutters are full of blood.
Rorschach is a man who refuses to compromise, even in the face of Armageddon. He successfully uncovers Ozymandias' plot and proves that the peace the world is experiencing is built on a horrific lie. He wins the argument, he finds the truth. But his victory is his execution. When he realizes that exposing the truth would trigger a nuclear war, he chooses death at the hands of Dr. Manhattan rather than live in a world built on a deception. He wins by remaining the only man with integrity, but he loses his life, and his truth is buried under the very lie he tried to expose. Number 5. Batman in the Dark Knight.
I killed those people. That's what I can be.
No, you can't. You're not.
I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be.
At the end of The Dark Knight, Batman wins the soul of Gotham. He stops the Joker from proving that everyone is as corrupt as he is. But to ensure that victory sticks, Batman has to become the villain. He takes the blame for Harvey Dent's murders to protect the city's hope. He wins the war against chaos, but he loses his reputation, his freedom, and the woman he loved. He disappears into the night, a hunted criminal, having sacrificed Bruce Wayne's happiness for Batman's mission. He saved the city, but he lost his place in it. Number 4. Clarice Starling in The Silence of the Lambs.
Starling.
Well, Clarice, have the lambs stopped screaming?
Dr. Lecter.
Don't bother with the trace. I won't be on long enough.
Clarice Starling achieves a legendary victory. She tracks down Buffalo Bill, saves Catherine Martin, and graduates into the FBI as a hero. But her victory is hollow. To find the killer, she had to let Hannibal Lecter inside her head. She won the case, but she lost her mental privacy. The film ends with a phone call that reminds us that while one monster is dead, a far more sophisticated one is now free, and he has a permanent psychological tether to her. Clarice won, but she will never be truly free of the shadows she entered. Number 3. The Perfect Trap, Detective Mills from Seven. The ending of Seven is the ultimate subversion of a win. Detective Mills catches John Doe. He has the killer on his knees in the desert. But John Doe didn't want to win by surviving. He wanted to win by corrupting. By killing Doe in a fit of rage, Mills wins the standoff, but he completes Doe's masterpiece of 7 deadly sins. In that moment, Mills loses his wife, his unborn child, his career, and his soul. He pulls the trigger and becomes the very thing he was trying to stop. It is the most devastating loss in cinematic history disguised as a hit. Number 2. Odesu and Oldboy. Odesu fights his way through an army of thugs with a hammer to find the man who imprisoned him for 15 years. He finds the truth. He wins his freedom and his answers. But the truth is a nightmare. He discovers that his entire quest for revenge was orchestrated by his captor to lead him into an incestuous relationship with his own daughter. Odesu wins his revenge, but the cost is his tongue, his sanity, and any hope of a normal life. He is left as a shivering wreck, begging for a hypnotist to erase his mind because the victory was too heavy to carry. Number 1. The King of Ashes, Michael Corleone in The Godfather Part 2. There is no victory more complete or more lonely than that of Michael Corleone. By the end of The Godfather Part 2, Michael has eliminated every single enemy. He has killed Hyman Roth, outmaneuvered the government, and even executed his own brother Fredo to protect the family business. He is the most powerful man in the world. He has won everything. But look at the final frame. Michael sits alone in a chair, the silence of Lake Tahoe echoing around him. His wife has left him, his brother is dead by his hand, and his sister is terrified of him. He saved the family business, but in the process, he destroyed the family itself. He is a king with no subjects, a victor with no one to celebrate with. He won the world and lost his soul. These stories serve as a reminder. A win isn't always a win. Sometimes, the most heroic thing you can do is stand in the ruins of your own life, knowing you did what was necessary.